Good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday and welcome to the Human Intelligence Movement's virtual summit, day 2. It's so exciting to be here, and I love all the ways you're showing up today, whether it was missing gym class to be here, to being motivated and excited and hopeful. We are going to have an amazing couple of hours together on this Saturday. So let's get this party started. Well, thanks for dancing with me, Courtney, and the rest of you who got your moves on. I am so excited to be here today for this Human Intelligence Movement launch. I am Michelle Ament, and I am your host today. I serve as a co-president for the Human Intelligence Movement and the Chief Academic Officer of ProSolve. And I just welcome all of you. We have an amazing group today of students and educators and leaders and innovators all coming together around a cause that is near and dear to all of our hearts. So I want to really kind of set the stage for our time together by building some community and asking you to introduce yourself in the chat, share where you are from, where you're coming from today, and give us a way that you use human intelligence today. So share with us your name, where you're joining from, and one way you use human intelligence today. Go ahead. I would agree, Scott. Drinking extra coffee is definitely a human intelligence skill. We're seeing people coming from all over the world. I'm seeing all the 50 states represented. I'm seeing Peru represented, Canada, Lebanon. What I love about this movement is it's a worldwide cause. Lots of people from all over the world. I know we've got folks joining us at 3 o'clock in the morning because they are committed to human intelligence. So take a moment to just kind of scroll that chat and see who's coming together today as we build this community. Maybe give them a thumbs up or comment on something that they said. It's great to see, again, all the people joining today and the human intelligences that they used are ready yet today. Well, I want to tell you a little bit about what to expect as we come together for this day 2 of our virtual summit. We are going to hear from a keynote speaker, Dr. Courtney Teague. We are also going to engage in an amazing thought exchange with over 28 different presenters and breakout rooms that you'll have an opportunity to select and learn from this morning. So to really kind of get us started and set the stage, I want to tell you a little bit about the human intelligence movement and why we do what we do. So to start, I want you to picture in your mind a typical classroom back when you were a student. So for some of us, this is many years ago, and for some of us, maybe a little bit more recent. But what did that classroom look like, and what did it feel like? And I would challenge us to think about how today's classrooms probably look very similar to what we experienced as students. For me, my classroom experience really looked like students sitting in desks. I know I sat by myself in a desk facing forward to the front of the room where the teacher really focused on providing information and knowledge to me. And I didn't have much choice in my learning journey or my learning path. And really it was about that dissemination of information. And yesterday on our day one of our virtual summit, we heard something really similar about today's classrooms. We heard from some students that really motivated us to think about how to encourage more student voice, more choice in how they show what they learn, and really helped us to see that it's important that we really understand and see who they are. And I think, one of the things with the human intelligence movement is really starting to shape the future of education so that we bring hope and a new way of learning to our students. And one of the things that kind of gets in the way of being able to do that, as we explored yesterday, was around these standardized practices that our system has really put in front of us. We continue to operate our classrooms like we did when formal education was established back in the industrial age. We think about this factory model of education where all students are learning the same curriculum, the same information. And as educators, we move through content in order to have our students assessed at the end of the year and a standardized metric associated with their human potential. And yesterday, I have to say, Samar Mohanty really, really made me stop and think about what it meant to be the system. And she really, really challenged us by saying, we are the system. And if we want to be the change that we want to see, we need to do something different. And another thing that stood out to me was this quote that every system is perfectly designed to get the results that it gets by D.W. Demings. And really that is at the heart of kind of what's happening in education. Our education system is stuck in this type of environment that is outdated practices back from the industrial age. And when we look ahead to our workforce, we really need to be thinking differently about what the future of education looks like. This is a typical work environment where people are working in collaborative settings and they are using human skills to really to really innovate and make new things happen in their day-to-day work. And while I would argue sometimes our classrooms look like this with flexible seating and the use of technology, I would say that really our practices haven't really changed that much over the last 200 years because of the standardized approach that we are taking. And right now, in this age of artificial intelligence, we have such an opportunity to think differently about what our education system can look like. And today, our work is going to be all about how can we synergize with artificial intelligence to amplify human intelligence. And it's so crucial that we do that because as we look ahead to this world of AI, a lot of people will say AI is going to replace your job, but I would argue with that statement. It's really that AI is more likely to change a person's job. And here's some evidence from the McKinley Institute where they did a study that said by 2027, that is only a couple of years away, by 2027, 85 million jobs will be displaced by AI. But look, 97 new jobs will be created by AI. So AI isn't going to take our jobs. AI is going to change our jobs. 12 million new jobs will be created as a result of artificial intelligence. And there is so much opportunity right now as we think about the future. One of the things that the World Economic Forum has told us is that 75% of employers prioritize human skills and say they are essential for career readiness. These human skills, this is what those new jobs, how our jobs will change as a result of AI. We may become more efficient. Some of the rote tasks that we do in our day-to-day work will get replaced, but it will give us opportunity to elevate and amplify our human potential and our human skills. And so I continue to look at here are the skills that we will need from this is the World Economic Forum that has said these are the top 10 skills that we will need for the future of an AI world. Take a moment to just kind of take that in. And I'm really curious, what what is jumping out at you? What's resonating with you in terms of a human skill that we will need in the future workforce that kind of surprises you? Go ahead and put it in the chat. I think for me, when I looked at this, the thing that really stood out to me was that idea of being curious and that constant pursuit of learning. And I think in our AI world, that's going to be more important than ever, this learning and unlearning. And one of the things I am so excited about with this human intelligence movement is our research team that is dedicated and committed to understanding what are the human intelligences that cannot be replicated by AI. And in a short time, I'm going to see a graphic that looks very much like this, with branded by the human intelligence movement, has defined what are the skills that cannot be replicated by AI. And so we all recognize these skills are on the rise. 75% of our employers are saying these are the skills that are needed for our AI world. But my question to all of you is this: is our education system really prioritizing these human skills? If we think back to those classrooms that we imagined when we went to school, and I think we could all agree they look very similar to how schooling has been since it was formalized. And this approach to standardizing assessments and putting a label on our students to define who they are and their human potential, this has to change. And this is really the work of the human intelligence movement. Our mission is to ensure that all students have the human skills to thrive and succeed in our AI world. And together as a collective group, this is our work. First, we bring awareness to this idea that the workforce is changing. AI is here. It is not going away. And we need to really make sure we are equipping all of our learners with these skills that they need to be successful. We do this awareness through events like this, through speaking engagements. We also bring awareness through our research and conversation. It's really kind of waking up the system and saying, come on, everybody, we've got to do something different. The future of our students, the future of our workforce, and I would argue the future of humanity depends on us changing how education looks today. As a community, we come together in digital and physical spaces to solve wicked problems in education. I've been in education for close to 30 years, and we've been talking about the same thing over and over and over again. And today, I'm here to say enough. It is time to make change, and this is the community that is going to do it and solve these problems of practice. And we do this also through advocating here, through advocating for policy change. As we think about standardized assessments and the level in which our schools are held accountable to in a knowledge era, we need to shift that to ensure that at the local, state, and federal level, we are calling for accountability measures around human intelligence and human skills. So this is how we're going to do it. And I want to introduce to you some people that are behind this movement, really setting the strategic goals and the strategic initiative, and that is our executive board of directors. So first, Travis Allen is a co-president with me. Travis Allen serves as the CEO and founder of ProSolve. Jerry Alvarez, who is the superintendent of Santa Ana let me start over. Jerry is the superintendent of Santa Ana Unified Schools in California, and Dr. Keisha Ray is the CEO of K20 Connect. Dr. Bob Taylor is the superintendent of Walnut Valley Unified Schools in California, and Dr. Shannon Terry is the chief learning architect. Oh, Shannon, I got to get this title right. I have my notes here, and Shannon, I hope you're on the call today. I love Shannon's title, and I haven't gotten it down. She is the founder of the Learning AI Agency. Don't you love that? The AI Agency. So she is the founder of the Learning AI Agency and the VP of National Strategic Accounts for Safari Montage. So that's our executive board of directors who are providing strong leadership to our organization. We also have a team of committed directors that are doing amazing day-to-day work in the areas of awareness, community building, and advocacy. So let's give a shout out to Sophie and Rachel and Brooke and Amy. This movement would not be where it is today without their leadership and their contribution of their time and talents. Everyone who is part of this movement is working on a volunteer basis, really, again, serving the goals that we have set forth. So a couple of things to just highlight for you. We are a young movement. We have been together just 6 months, and in 6 short months, we have established a strong foundation of leadership, and we have started our awareness campaign with podcasts and blogs. We have lots of conference sessions that we will be speaking at and sharing this message. We have 469 founding members and 4 founding partners. All of you who make up this founding membership have really helped us establish who we are and where we're going. And today marks the official launch of this movement, and we couldn't have done it without all of you. And I can only imagine where we will go from here. So before we dive into hearing from Courtney, I just want to ask you a question. What excites you most about being part of this human intelligence movement? So if you join this Slido really quick and tell us, what are you most excited about? And you can pick multiple things. So what's exciting you? We're seeing lots of things coming into the Slido in terms of the ranking of what's exciting. Number one is solving these wicked problems in education. It looks like you're with me. We have had enough time where we've just been talking about what needs to change, and it is time to come together for collective action. And the other one next is that human connection. I think more and more as AI enters our world, we're all going to be seeking the opportunity to connect with others and learn and grow together. So I want to thank you for being here today. I want to thank you for being part of this movement. And I am thrilled to introduce to you Dr. Courtney Teague. Courtney is here to talk about how we can create the synergy between AI and HI. And recently had the opportunity of meeting Courtney, and from the first moment we talked, there was an immediate human connection. And I am thrilled to bring Courtney here to us today to talk about AI, but to talk most importantly about equity and inclusion in AI and ensuring that everyone has a voice as we go forward in our world. So, Dr. Courtney Teague.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good night, good day to the people that are staying up with us. I really, really appreciate each and every one of you. And what I'm going to do in a moment is share my screen. You know, tech can do its things, but we're going to get this on the road. All right. Give me a 7 in the chat if you can see my screen clearly. 7 in the chat. I should see the chat lighting up with 7. 7 is a number of completion, and that's my favorite number. So thanks for letting me know that the chat works. You all, I am so excited to be here to share with you about creating synergy between AI and HI. And so in my conversation, it'll be a dialogue. We're going to leverage the chat. We are going to leverage use like the emojis and things. I want you to engage with me because this is our time together. And so before we dive into the conversation, I want you to take 3 deep breaths and I want you to close your eyes. Everyone, close your eyes. I'm looking. Taking these 3 deep breaths might sound simple, but it's actually one of the most powerful ways we can ground ourselves. It's a perfect example of what makes us uniquely human, especially when we're working alongside AI, artificial intelligence. When you take these 3 deep breaths, you're engaging in presence and self awareness. You're focusing and you have emotional resilience. Take those 3 deep breaths and know that we're in a space because we have a purpose to make sure our kids they don't experience education like we did yesterday. And so in order for us to connect and live and be with compassion, we have to take a moment, just taking those 3 deep breaths. And this is something you can't put into Chat GPT to do. Humans are the only ones that could do it. So today I want you to know what's in it for you. What's in it for me, the with them. So we'll talk about synergy. We'll engage in thoughtful dialogue because we'll be put in breakout rooms and having conversations so we can make sure we have that connection and we'll have time for reflection. Give me a 3 in the chat if that's good with you. 3 in the chat. All right, I see those threes rolling in. And also, if you read something in the chat or you hear me say something that resonates with you, type the word bar. I'm a music head. You saw I was dancing earlier. So if you hear something that resonates with you, type the word bar. Or you read something, or if someone comes off mute and share, hey, type the word bar. So synergy. When we think about synergy, synergy is the interaction or the corporation of 2 or more individuals, organizations, or substances combined to have a greater effect. No, not bar, pub. Bar, you know what? Let me pause. Bar is a nod to music, not a pub, but if you want to put a pub, you can put a pub there. But going back to synergy, synergy is used to describe when 2 or more things work together. And so we know that as an individual, we can do great things, but as a collective, we can move mountains and we can remove the barriers that are stopping our kids from having an engaging education. All right. And so, as a teacher, former special education teacher, I always like to explore etymology, and that's a study of the word. Synergy comes from a Greek word, synergy, and it comes from synergios, which means working together. And the word synergy is based on that ancient Greek philosophy that the whole is greater than some of its parts. So that means, y'all, we can try to do things as one, but we have to be a unit and be a community. And so, with this, I want us to don't come off mute, but I'm watching your faces on the screen. I want you to say this affirmation because affirmations are more than just positive statements. They're powerful tools in which we ground ourselves. And affirmations create a balance and intentional relationship with technology, helping us stay true to our values and embracing AI as a tool for growth and as a partner. So I'm going to say this affirmation and I want you to say it with me. I'm looking at you, Micah. I'm looking at you, Danielle. I'm looking at you, Ethia. So let's say it. I embrace a partnership between technology and humanity that lifts purpose, strengthens connections, and stay true to my values. I see AI as a tool that enhances my unique gifts, helping me serve, inspire, and create with wisdom and integrity. I saw you, Danielle. I saw you, Chris. I see you all. I love it. So I'm going to give you a little bit of stats. Michelle gave you stats, so I have to give you stats. 61% of educators said that they see AI as a helpful tool. That's according to the World Economic Forum. But then we have 62% in the Gallup poll says that adults across the world, they're worried that AI could take over their jobs. Now, are we seeing it? We see that teachers are seeing that AI is a helpful tool, but then we see the rest of the world in the US, especially in the US, they're saying that they're worried that AI would take over their jobs. But then we have 68%, according to Deloitte, that 68% of folks say AI systems need human oversight. And human oversight means that human skill. And if we're going to partner with AI, we have to make sure our mindset is proper and right. So, how do we create synergy between artificial intelligence and human intelligence? And Dale C. Bronner said, your core values shape every decision you make. So that's how we make it. That's how we start off with that synergy, is thinking about our core values and how we show up. And in a moment, we're going to go into a breakout room and we're going to have conversations. But before we go into the breakout rooms, I want you to type in the chat one of your core values. One of your core values, just one. Love, to be kind, justice, loyalty, empathy, inclusion, respect. I'm loving this because what this is showing us is that we have so many things that we have in similar and that we are alike, then we are different. Empathy. Look at how many times empathy is showing up. And all of these are skills that will be needed in the workspace that cannot be taken over by AI. So when we get ready to go in our breakout rooms, I want you to go ahead and take a moment, jot down your top 3 values. We got a head start by writing that one in the chat, but write down on a note, on a piece of paper, your top 3 values. And as you write them down, think about how do you think AI could support or challenge those values in your work? Because we're going to go into a breakout group and we're going to talk about it. You're going to talk to new friends, make sure those new friends, y'all exchange information too. But think about your top 3 values and how AI could support or challenge those values in your work. And let's go into the breakout room. We'll spend about 6 minutes, 5 to 6 minutes. We'll gauge. All right, if you see that box pop up on your screen, go ahead and join it. Don't stay in here with me. Go meet some new friends. Y'all, welcome back. Welcome back. Core exercise debrief. All right, we're going to do a quick debrief, and the way it's going to work is give me a 5 in the chat if you learned something new about a person that you've never spoken to, that you learned something new in an area of connection. Give a 5 in the chat for that. Oh, more people coming. So let me repeat myself. Give a 5 in the chat if you learned something new about the folks that you were paired with, that you, and if you found a moment or an area of connection. Oh, still, yep. I can repeat myself. That's good.
The
That's
numbers
all
are going up. Don't worry. I'm watching this.
right. Hey, y'all. Welcome back. I take it. Everybody's here. Is everybody back for me? Yeah, so welcome back. I'm gonna repeat myself for the third time. Give a 5 in the chat if you found an area of connection or a moment of connection with the person you were grouped with. Community, community, and connection. I love it. All right, thank you for that. That lets me know that that exercise did its job. So when we think about HI, we think about AI. When we just think about being a human and being part of this interconnected world, we have to also acknowledge that when we change the way we look at things, the things we look at change. And Wayne Dyer said that, and when we think about education, we we know that in education, as Michelle shared, it has been a story that has been told over and over and over, things that need to be done, but there were no people doing it. But you all are here because you're going to take action right after this. And so when we think of the strengths of human intelligence and AI, we know that, of course, AI is a set of technologies. We know human intelligence consists of abilities to learn from experience, and that's what you all just did. We know that when we look at this image, we see AI and HI, human intelligence, at the table, and we have a foundation in which we have to explore these forces. AI is powerful at data processing. It can analyze student performance data quickly, helping us understand trends that we might miss. But then we have personalization that it'll allow for us to do. It'll help us tailor those learning experiences, and we can automate those routine tasks. But on the human intelligence side, when we think about the strength, AI doesn't have empathy, it doesn't have intuition, it doesn't have ethical judgment and equity, or does it have creativity and adaptability? That's something we do not find in AI. And so we have to have a mindset shift. And to create synergy, we need to shift our mindset and understand, and we have to keep saying this so people that are not here will hear us saying this. AI is not here to replace us, it's here to partner with us. AI can free us from repetitive tasks. And I can give you an example. I am an executive coach, and I use AI to support one of my one-on-one coaching clients who was struggling with confidence. I'm just going to name it. This particular person was struggling with confidence. And I was at the corner. I had to call my coach because I was like, what can I do to support this person? But then I thought about it. I have tools that I can use. So what I did was I designed a personalized plan utilizing AI. And that plan was structured and it was supportive to meet that person's unique needs. The results were profound. And my client, who had initially been skeptical about the value of coaching, I can tell you, she literally sent me a voice note. And she said, I was skeptical about coaching and I was skeptical about AI, but it transformed. And now I'm a believer, and now I'm able to utilize the tools that I need in my workplace, giving me the confidence that I need when I'm facilitating and supporting other people. So AI helped me design a plan, but it was the human empathy, my ability to actively listen and connect with that particular person. It made that impact real. So I want you to think about that one task in your role in your day-to-day personal that AI could support, freeing you to spend more time focusing on what matters, student-centered work, the student needs. And so that's where that partnership begins, y'all, using AI to handle the routine so you can focus on the relational. Routine, relational. And so when we have synergy in action, we have synergy in action, we have AI's power, we have human purpose. We have AI's power, human purpose, AI's power, human's purpose. We get and we talked about the strengths, but we need to talk about what synergy looks like when AI power combines with our human purpose. When we look at AI, it once again, like I said before, it spots patterns. It can look at that data and give you an output quickly. AI could help you enhance your creativity by generating resources and tweaking that content. But I'm going to tell you what, it's the teacher's creativity that makes lessons come alive. not the standards, but the teacher creativity and their ability to leverage AI to create a lesson that is unforgettable. And then we have AI and equity. It might show us those gaps in student engagement or access that may be invisible spots to us. And so, with that mind shift number two, it enhances, AI enhances, but the human judgment guides. AI can guide us with data, but we guide AI. And listen to this, we guide AI with wisdom and empathy, and AI may reveal those paths, but it's our human intelligence grounded in purpose and ethics that chooses the right path. And so we're going to go into a breakout. Um, this will be quick too, y'all. This will be quick. Using AI to serve our educational values. How can you use AI to amplify one of your core values in your role? We talked about it a little bit before, but this is a chance for you to have extended conversation. How can you use AI to amplify one of your core values in your role? It'll be, let's do 3 minutes in the chat. I'll give you three. I'm going to be kind. And you should receive invites to the breakouts.
Hi, can you?
So amazing just to see everyone in this space, different time zones in one place. Some of you all, it's your sleep time, but you're enduring and pushing through. So it's exciting to see. All right. Welcome back. Welcome back. One thing you all about human connection that I could say is we will never have enough time. So I know those breakouts were super short, but we are a community where we can continue to connect beyond. And I'm so excited that you all were able to exchange information and share your values. And so now we're going to move into that mindset shift number three, embracing continuous learning with AI as a catalyst for growth. We know that learning from new information and patterns, it gives us a unique chance to adapt and grow right alongside AI. And so, to create that real synergy between AI and human intelligence, we need to see AI not just as that helpful tool, but as a partner. Think about an engagement and possibly a marriage. You can marry AI and you can have multiple AI tools within this marriage because AI's potential is not just the task that it handles, but it helps us lead with the new insights and it can help us have new approaches and the ways to improve. So I just want you to know that AI is there for us to be a partner. This was my last class that I taught y'all. This group, as you can see, my babies, now they are adults. I am running into stores and restaurants, and my kids are saying, Miss Teague. And I'm like, wait, that's a whole family behind you. This was my last class. And I want to tell you about this one student. And for the sake, I'm not giving you his real name, I'll call him Jason. Jason had a unique learning profile, and Jason was bright and he was super curious, but he faced those challenges with attention and processing information. He was like me, he was neurodivergent. Standard lessons that I taught, they didn't reach him. He was not able to connect, and it left him frustrated. It left me frustrated because I spent countless hours away from my family, away from my fur kid, trying to adapt lessons to meet his need. And I was working with limitations. I was just working with my information, my experiences in textbooks that were outdated and practices and curriculum that were not reflective of my student Jason. So now imagine if I had access to generative AI. Back then, AI could have analyzed Jason's learning patterns in real time, gave me insights to what approaches might work best for him. And then I could have saved time and adjusted the lessons to meet his needs. With AI's help, I could have understood sooner rather than later that Jason thrived with visual aids and interactive activities, saving us both a lot of frustration. And AI would have been just a time saver for me and thinking about my well-being. So just imagine the power of AI and how Jason's life could have been different if I had access to generative AI. So I want you to think of that one area that might spark growth for you. Maybe it's learning new data analysis skills, staying on top of emerging trends. Imagine how that partnership with AI could help you discover and tap into your own potential in ways that have never been done before. But with AI, it comes great responsibility, my friends, great responsibility, no matter where you are. AI is just that, it's a tool, and the input, if I have this saying, garbage in, garbage out. If you put garbage in into an AI tool, you will get garbage out. Where does that garbage come from? It may come from a mindset that does not align. And that's why we started off with the core values. We had to explore our core values. And now we have to talk about biases. Not saying that all biases are bad. Sometimes biases are there to protect us, but we have to be mindful that our biases may paint a profile in which others are impacted. And we have to look at intent versus impact. And so addressing biases, we have to ensure that it's fair and it's equitable. All right. So when we look at biases, know that they are there, know that they are real, and be mindful. Just like I shared with Jason's story, we know that each child is unique and learning is different, but we have to be cautious because depending on the prompts that we put in there, it could sometimes reinforce biases rather than break them down. So the wrap, I want you to explore how you can use that free time with your students, how you can lead AI in the conversation with your core values and stay diligently against bias. So I have a final call to action for you all. What is one action, and I want you to drop it in the chat. What is one action that moves you towards this vision, whether it's using AI to free your time, aligning with your values? What is that one thing you could do within the week, the next week? Immediate action. What's that one thing? Type it in the chat. Let's see. What's that one thing that you could do? Let's see it come in the chat. What is that one thing you could do that will move you towards making a change? Type one thing. What is that one action you will take? I see it. Keeping it aligned, staying engaged, time, empower others. Yes. So now close your eyes if you're comfortable and imagine a future where AI and human intelligence works together seamlessly in the classroom, in the office, in the business, in the school, and picture yourself using AI. Identify a need, perhaps a student that needs extra assistance or an untapped opportunity, and see yourself responding to this, not just with data, but with empathy, insight, and purpose, meeting that need in a way that you can only imagine, and picture the impact that you will have on the community. And I'm closing up with this quote. You cannot always control what goes on the outside, but you can control what goes on the inside. Keep yourself empowered, my friends, my people. Keep learning and know that, hey, we're going to use AI to uplift and empower and support students and others with integrity and purpose. I appreciate spending this time with you, and always remember, stay grounded, take those 3 deep breaths as needed. I appreciate you all.
Let's give it up for Courtney. Thank you, Courtney, for grounding us in such important practices and beliefs. So I am so excited for what's next here in our thought exchange. Thanks again, Courtney. As we think about our thought exchange, this is now our opportunity to take everything that Courtney has kind of inspired and ground us in and really bring it forward to find that synergy between AI and HI. So here's how the thought exchange is going to work. First of all, I'm going to set the stage. We're going to take a quick stretch break, get ourselves ready to go. And one of the things I know the opportunity, you're all looking for opportunity to network and build relationships, which is powerful. That's the whole, one of the whole purposes of the human intelligence movement. So you're going to have 3 opportunities to go into breakout rooms. Each breakout room segment is 30 minutes long. So it's much longer opportunity to really get to know people, really be in dialogue. And you get to do that 3 different times. So we have a set of sessions that are focused on practitioner sessions, where it's really about applying strategies and tools to promote human intelligence, and visionary sessions where we're going to discuss the evolving relationship between AI and HI. So think about kind of where you are today, how you're showing up. Are you looking to hear from practitioners or visionaries? You're going to get a chance to choose 3 different sessions. And the Thought Exchange menu is in the chat. Brooke just dropped that. So you're going to want to click on that menu and really start to look at which 3 sessions do you want to attend. Look at the session description, the session bio, and figure out which room numbers you want to go into. And we're going to take a break. During this break stretch, look at kind of make your choices for where you want to go for the next 90 minutes. And then we will start. We'll just start open the breakout rooms, and you're going to choose which breakout room that you want to go to and go there for the 30-minute segment. Breakout room will end. We'll come back to the main room. You choose your second room. Breakout room ends. You choose your third room. So that's pretty much it, folks. If you have questions about this process, drop it in the chat and we'll help kind of navigate and get you answers during this break. So at 12:02 Central Time, that's where I am, 12:02. So just in 5 minutes, we're going to get going with our breakout room. So take this time to stretch, look at the sessions, and be ready to go in just 5 minutes. Great. Just coming back from the break, so we will get the breakout rooms open here in just a second. So at this time, this menu is just for you to kind of see what is happening and select which room you want to go to. So hopefully everybody has what room they're going to first. And Brooke, are we just about ready to open up the rooms? What you'll be able to do is self-select which room you want to go to. So if you want to go to room 1, go ahead and choose that room here. Brooke, are we ready to start?
Yes, the rooms are open.
So the bottom of my menu shows a breakout room button. And when I click that, then you should be able to choose which room you want to join. I had to scroll a little bit to get past the names. And then I found the room numbers, and I can choose which room I want to join.
Correct.
Looks like folks are finding those rooms. If you need help, let us know.
Yeah, so okay, there we go. I scrolled down. Got it.
Yep, scroll down past the names. Once you click on the breakout room button, then scroll down and you'll actually see the rooms.
Jeffrey, what do you need help with? You can come off mic.
Just trying to find the rooms here. Okay, room 3. Join.
You got
Okay,
it?
thank you. Yep.
You're welcome. Okay.
If you still aren't seeing the rooms, just scroll down past the long list of names and then you'll start to see the rooms.
Yes, if you are presenting, please stay in your room. If no one joins, feel free to join another.
Very exciting to see the conversations and the networking happening. That's what this is all about, as a community gathering here today to really coalesce and get ideas to make change in education for our world. So here's what I want to say. We're going to get ready for our third round, our last round of breakout sessions. And I want to highlight 2 very important sessions that are a don't miss opportunity for you. The first one is room number 8 with Namia. And Namia is one of our student speakers today. And her session is focused on gamified AI assessments. And so if you're looking to hear from Namya and learn about her ideas on gamified student assessments, you'll want to head to room 8. I just spoke with her and she's got some pretty amazing statistics on why gamified assessment is powerful. Then we have room number 9, where we have our students for innovation. And we have, I think, 4 or 5 students here today, 5 students here today to really talk about the power of self-advocacy in education, how in our AI world, building human intelligence through self-advocacy is their focus. So that is room number 9. If you want to hear what the Students for Innovation have to say, those are 2 things that you might want to check out. Otherwise, all of the other rooms will be open as well. And so this will be our last round. So go ahead and click on that breakout room button at the bottom. Scroll past all the names, and then you will be able to see the choices and go ahead and select your breakout rooms. And we'll see you back here in just about 30 minutes. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you had an amazing last session. It was great to see all of the energy in our student sessions and just continuing that learning. And as I get ready to close out our day 2 of this virtual summit, I'm looking for us to really bring our ideas to the space and share some thinking around how you collaborated with others today. So I've got a prompt for you, and I'd love for you to grab the chat, share with us how collaborating with others sparked a new idea for what? What new idea are you taking away as you leave day 2 of our virtual summit? Go ahead and throw in the chat your new idea. The focus of today's summit was all about how we leverage the synergy of AI with HI. And we're seeing that come through the chat with new ideas around using AI to really elevate and amplify our human intelligence. A goal of this time together today was also for you to network and connect with other people. And I'm seeing that in the chat as well. Please make sure that you capture someone's contact information, you follow them on LinkedIn. This community coming together with these new ideas is really what is going to make change happen. So please make sure, throw your connection, your contact information in the chat if you're looking for people to reach out to you and really build our network of like-minded individuals. The learning and the connecting doesn't stop here. We really encourage you to post on social media your ideas, your learning from today, and use our hashtag HI for AI and the HI Summit 24. This really gets at our focus around building awareness and generating awareness and inviting others into the community as well. So Hopefully after today, we encourage you to go ahead and make a post on LinkedIn, tag the Human Intelligence Movement, and really amplify our voice across social media. I know many of you are founding members of the Human Intelligence Movement, and so we thank you for being here. Your contributions thus far have really contributed to establishing this movement. I want to tell you a little bit about how to get involved. If you aren't yet a member, there are 3 ways that you can become involved. First is to go to our website, hi4ai.org. We'll drop the link in the chat. And you can become a member, join us, and have all kinds of opportunities to network and connect with people, to be able to influence policy through advocacy, have access to exclusive content and resources, events like this. There are different ways to pledge to be a member. So if you haven't joined, we hope that from today, you will head right to our website and join. If you are a founding member, here are 2 things that we would love for you to consider. One is to have your company become a founding partner. We're looking for founding partners to join us, whether you're a corporation, whether you provide consulting services, whether you're a school district, to come and join the Human Intelligence Movement as a founding partner to really have direct influence on the policy that we will be shaping, to have brand recognition, and to really show others that you are elevating human intelligence in a world of artificial intelligence. And the last thing that I want to showcase and offer for all of our founding members is to go to the website and make a donation today. We appreciate the work that the time and talents you've contributed. And we also are working to grow to fundraise, to grow our revenue so that we can do more impactful things. So making a difference through a donation, we invite you to head to the website and go ahead and do that. Next, I want to showcase some of our upcoming member exclusive events. These are for all our founding partners, and all our founding partners and also our members have access to workshops. Coming up November 19th, we have the Portrait of a Digitally Integrated HI and AI Human. This workshop is designed to really bring about best practices that will make change in education. We're calling it the Education Evolution Workshop. So you'll be able to sign up for this exclusive member event on our website. Mark your calendar for that. Member Mingle. I know that this group has enjoyed networking and getting to know other people. The Member Mingle is all about networking. Our next one is December 3rd. So please join us. You can go to the website to register. And then finally, mark your calendar for our December Education Evolution Workshop with Dr. Shannon Terry, one of our board members. We'll be diving into how to build adaptability as a human intelligence for an AI world. These are the things that that are crucial to build in our education system as we look ahead to a world with AI. Now, what I would love to do is hear from all of you about your experience over the last 2 days. We're looking for you to share your experience by going to the session.factors.world. And this is a unique opportunity for us to really hear from you and understand your perception of the last 2 days. It's unlike any survey that you've ever seen. It's a very non-traditional AI generated perception sentiment analysis. But what I love about this opportunity is it provides you a chance to reflect on the last 2 days. So go ahead and grab the link and let's give it a try. We'll get the link put in the chat. Aman, is there anything you'd offer as people start to access the sharing their experience?
Yeah, for sure. Thanks, Michelle. This is Amin Soda from Factors Educations, one of the co-founders. One of the reasons we did this was because the traditional way that we were doing surveys really didn't capture your voice. Like having great experiences, having great networking opportunities, and abilities to share and collaborate with others. It's not really able to be ranked on the scale of 1 to 5, or be able to be quantified in one sentence. So we essentially created this as an AI interviewer to be able to collect richer and deeper data, provide personalized engagement. And on the HI movements and what it will do is it will provide them analysis into your sentiment at an individual and aggregate level, and letting you know what you felt and why you felt it. So kind of a different way to be able to empower your voice and to be able to lift up your voice and focus on really human emotions, which make us uniquely human as part of the human intelligence movement. So really appreciate the opportunity to collaborate, and I'll put my link in the chat if anyone's interested in connecting. Thanks, Michelle.
Thanks. So go ahead and start sharing your sentiment, and we'll be using this to refine future events and things that we offer within the movement. Give you a couple minutes to just take it all in. If you are getting close to the end of the reflection, go ahead and give me a signal in the chat, a thumbs up or an emoji. We're starting to see people letting us know that you had an opportunity to share with us your sentiment about this event, this 2-day event. So thank you for taking time to do that. Great. I want to just wrap up our 2 days with you all by really giving a couple special thanks. So, thinking about our founding partners, all the podcast hosts, the founding members, our board members, our directors, all of our supporters that wouldn't have made this possible without all of you. And as I think about this summit, it marks really the beginning of so much more. We now have launched this human intelligence movement, and coming together as a community, we've got a ton of work to do. We need to generate a lot of awareness about the importance of human skills for an AI world. This community coming together to solve problems in education and prepare students to thrive and succeed in our AI world is vital right now. And really pointing ourselves towards making policy change. That's what really has to happen. And so I just want to thank all of you for being here today. Thank you for believing in this movement. And this is kind of the rallying cry to this is only the beginning. We've got so much work to do from this point on. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I look forward to all of your contributions. Please reach out at any time, visit us at our website, and I look forward to our next conversation. So thank you all.
Michelle, okay, before you just wind up the session, I just want to mention something.
Yeah, Brooke, you want to stop screen share?
Yeah, well, no doubt it was a 2-day session. I would like to pay heartfelt gratitude that you organized such a marvelous session where we got so many outstanding and innovative minds to share our thoughts. And look, these 2 days, these 3 breakout sessions must be the whole day sessions, like so good exchange of thoughts. Wonderful, amazing. And I'm so glad to be the part of HI and looking forward to share more and more. Thank you so much, Michelle. Thank you, Brooke and Travis Allen, Chris Allen. Thank you so much. Special mentions and everyone present here. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone. Have a great weekend.
Thank you. Bye.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks,
Bye-bye,
everyone.
Ramya.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.